Hi everyone, let's talk makeup. And today what I want to do is talk about makeup baskets because I actually do use a makeup basket. Let me see if I can pull it up. This is what my makeup basket actually ends up looking at, and I do use it in order to make sure that products in my collection are getting enough love, that I'm getting use out of my makeup, and putting it on a basket on my vanity just makes it so that I can see it, right? So that it's visible and that it's organized as well, because I cannot stand when my vanity is a mess. I just cannot. I'm a little bit of a neat freak. My boyfriend would say more than a little, but so I wanted to show you how I pick the things that will go on there, and then kind of talk about what things I'll be using for the rest of the month. So I know we're towards the end of November, but I haven't changed up my makeup basket in a while because I've been trying out a lot of the holiday releases and I've been buying stuff, so that's all just basically been the makeup basket. Really quick, let's start going through some of the things that I currently have on here and that will stay. So this thing I currently have in here and will stay. It's the Marc Jacobs. It's the highlighter bronzing dual. It's the Instamark. In mine is in the number 40 Mirage filter. So I am trying to get more use, especially out of my expensive items. I tend to, when I buy these luxury items, I tend to kind of hoard them and not want to use them except for like special occasions, but then they're put away in, like, you know, a cabinet or somewhere, and I don't end up using them. So this is my attempt at trying to use them more, is putting them into my makeup basket. Okay, another thing that's in the makeup basket that's going to stay because it just went in there this week is the Hourglass Cosmetic Ambient Lighting Blush Palette. So I bought this a couple of years ago, I think, when it was first released. So it has 3 of their ambient lighting blushes, and these are really nice blushes. I really like them. Ever since I got it, I've been using my Top Cosmetics blush palette for the holiday season, and well, I've really been loving it. I'm forcing myself to use this guy for the rest of the month. In addition, one thing that will remain in the makeup basket because I'm part of my project pan is the Naked Basics palette. So this is the original Naked Basics palette. And hopefully you can see on here that I've made good progress on the 2 light shades and a little bit on the black. I need to make more progress on some of the other shades, but my goal is to hit pan hopefully before the end of the year. These seems to be a never-ending palette. But anyways, another thing that I think will stay in the makeup basket is this Urban Decay powder foundation. It's the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Powder Foundation. Mine is in the color medium warm, and that's what it looks like. So I want to get more use out of it. So far I am really liking it though. Let's see, a couple things that are in there that are going to go away are the ColourPop highlighter. This one's in High 5, and I'm gonna leave this shadow. It's called Party of 5. This was from when they had like a special promotion on it, but this is a really pretty shadow, and I've been really into these purpley looks lately, so I'm going to keep it and maybe use it. I also keep all my beauty sponges in the makeup basket. So right now I have this Ulta Beauty one that's not very good, but I'm gonna use up. I have this is from Real Techniques. It was a contouring, I think it's a contouring sponge. Also not one of my favorites, but I have it, so I'm gonna use that. I have the Morphe Brushes sponge, which have clearly been using and need to wash. I'm actually going to take this primer out of the running. This is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. So this is just a little sample of it, and I actually really liked using it, but I am currently trying to finish up the Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. This has Rice Protein Complex, and this has been part of my project pan, and I don't have too much of it left. So I think that I can definitely finish it. It's not the best primer and it's not cruelty free, so it's in the project pan because I want it out of my collection. Something that will stay is my Lip Smackers Twist of Turnover Honey Pot. It's just, you know, a lip balm, and I need a lip balm. I always apply that as I am putting on my makeup. Okay, this I have to make a decision on. I can't have all of these powders in my makeup basket. So this is the Kat Von D loose powder in translucent, and this one I've only used a couple of times. I need to use it more, so I think that's the one that has to stay in the basket. The pumpkin and poppy I've been using a lot. I do like it. I don't think it does a great job of controlling the oils, but it is a really good setting powder. So I think that one will go back in my Alex drawers. This one though, I haven't used a ton. This is also by Pumpkin and Poppy, and it's the Inner Glow Powder in Aphrodite. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Powders. I don't know if it really is because I haven't used it enough, but so I think it'll stay. Another thing that will stay in my makeup basket is the e.l.f. Daily Moisture Stick. So I like to use this especially for when my concealer cakes up. If it cakes up, then I like using this. So this stays in the makeup basket. Speaking of concealer, I currently have 3 concealers in there. I have the MAC Cosmetics concealer, which I'm trying to use up. It is part of my project pan, so I'm going to leave that in the basket. And I have the Colored Pop one, which I think I'm going to put away only because I have been liking that one, but the one I really need to try out right now is this Morphe brushes concealer. Mine's in the color beige because one of my next videos is going to be a review of my Morphe products. So I want to make sure I have enough use, get enough use out of it so that I can give my opinions on it. So the other thing that's going to stay in there is this Morphe liquid lipstick in the color Fatty. It's a terrible name, but because I am also testing that out, that stays there. Let me organize things a little bit. One thing that I've had out in this makeup basket and I've been using is the Bite Beauty Liquefied Lip in the shade Puree. And this is just a really gorgeous, perfect for this time of year lip product. So I'm going to leave that out because I really, really like it. I've really been enjoying using it. So I think it deserves a spot in there. The other lipstick that deserves a spot in there that I've really been enjoying using is this Too Faced Peach Kiss Moisture Matte Longwear Lipstick. The packaging on these is really pretty, but mine's in the color Got Peach, and so it's another one of these like peachy lipsticks that are just really, really nice. One thing I will be adding to the basket, and I just pulled out, is this Besame Cosmetics lipstick in the color Dusty Rose. This is a really, really gorgeous everyday color. And let me swatch it as well. There's the swatch. I just really, really like the Besame formula, and this is a really gorgeous color. Another super boring everyday thing that needs to go in the makeup basket is mascara. So right now I am using the Doll 10 Effort Lash Mascara, and let me show you that wand. It is a really nice wand. It is the mascara I'm wearing now, and I only have one coat of it on, and it is a very nice, I'll poke my eye out. It is a very nice mascara that I am really enjoying right now. So putting that in there. Let's see, let me organize all these things. I love organizing my makeup. So I do want to pick out a highlight because I am pretty terrible at using my highlighters. I just am. I'm terrible because I'm not a huge highlight person. One that I've been wanting to use up more is this Becca Cosmetics Afterglow palette. This does have some blushes in it, but it also has 3 highlighters. It has Moonstone, Rose Gold, and Topaz. So this gives a really nice range of highlights to pick from. Let me grab rose gold, and I think that's the one that matches my makeup a little bit better. Go ahead and add that in there since I don't have any highlight on right now. There we go. Now I do. So I'm going to add this palette to the makeup basket. Shadows. All right. I should probably be using my single eyeshadows a little more. And some shadows that I have not been given a whole lot of love to. And by the way, I just pulled one of my makeup storages out because this is where I store my Selena, my MAC Cosmetics Selena eyeshadows. These are not cruelty free, but they were Selena, and I think I need to use these a little bit more. So let me pull out a couple of these. I'm going to pull out the one in Selena. This is the purple shadow. Isn't it gorgeous? Pull that out, and maybe one more. Let's see. This pink one in Fotos y Recuerdos. Oh, Fotos y Recuerdos. I'm sorry, I have a terrible, I can't sing. I can carry it too much. All right, palettes. So for palettes, I kind of want to show you, no, one last thing before we get to palettes, sorry, is foundation. Foundation. I like to keep those not in the basket itself necessarily, but on my vanity. So right now, I just started trying out the Pure Cosmetics Hydra Fluid Foundation. So in a week or two, you'll see a review of this one coming up. I think I'm going to keep the Peach Perfect Foundation out because I know it's one I can trust and it's not super matte. Let's see. I could also have the Bare Minerals, which I really enjoy. But, you know what? The one I'm going to pull out is the Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot Foundation, because the original color I purchased in this foundation was Happy Medium, which was too light for me when I bought it. But then I bought Caramel, and this was perfect. So I think I'm going to pull this out and see whether I need both of those shades or not. It's also just a really great solid foundation. I don't think I have a review of that. If I don't, I'm gonna film a review soon because that is worthy of a review. Okay, so let me show you my palette drawer. This is not where I keep all my palettes, but most of my palettes are here. So let's pull out maybe one or two palettes to use up or to wear. Don't mind the doogie over here, but this is the palette in my Alex drawer that holds, I'm sorry, the drawer that holds all my palettes. So as you can see, I have a ton of palettes. So which ones should I pull out? I've kind of wanted to pull out some old favorites that haven't gotten a ton of love lately. Like this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette is gorgeous. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes, and it hasn't gotten love in quite a while. So I think I will pull this one out because it's great for everyday looks, but also for like nice holiday looks. Let's see. Today I used the Naked Heat, and that one probably deserves a little bit of love, but I don't know. Maybe not a ton. Oh, I know what I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out the Too Faced Just Peachy. I set this aside when I was trying out a few more recent palettes, but I think this is the palette I'm going to wear to Thanksgiving. So that will have to come out. And let's see. Here's by Natasha Denona and Huda Beauty. The Color Pop. A great holiday palette for this time of year is the Makeup Geek Vegas Lights palette. Oh yeah, I think this is what I wore last year for Thanksgiving. That's really great. What else? I have a lot of like my face palettes in here too, but I want to pull out something else. Okay, the NYX Cosmetic Lingerie palette is good. Oh no, I know what I want to wear because I haven't given this palette enough. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Matte for Matte 2 palette. It is a really gorgeous all matte palette. So great for every day and maybe also good for some crazy looks. And I think that's what I'm missing out of these palettes. Some crazy Okay, so I think I will be going with this one for kind of see if I can use for more flashy looks. Let me open it. This is a Smashbox Cosmetics. This was the holiday palette 2 or 3 years ago. It's got a little sleeve on there, but it's got some interesting colors, and it's definitely one I haven't used in quite a while. So that's gonna go over here. Okay, so that is all the palettes that are going to go into my makeup basket. So it's actually more than I normally put in my makeup basket. Usually I just like to have like 2 palettes out there, but I'm going to go with the Smashbox, the Just Peachy, because this is what I want to wear in the next couple of days. I'm going to put in the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Tamana palette. I'm going to put away my Laura Mercier Artist palette. This is a gorgeous palette I pulled out the other day. But I think I have way too many palettes out right now, and I don't want my space cluttered. So lastly is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Matte for Matte. So that is all the things that are going into my makeup basket for probably around the next month or so. The palettes I'll probably rotate in and out in the next few weeks, but that is probably going to be the kind of staples. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do makeup baskets, like rotate them out every month, or to do them on a weekly basis. So I'll let you guys know when I switch it up, and if you like these kinds of videos, let me know down below if it's, you know, if it's useful, helpful, interesting, entertaining to watch these makeup basket videos. I tend to like them because I'm seeing the kinds of choices that people are making and why. But if, you know, so let me know what you think. That is it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.